Welcome to the Pink Couch Confessional. My name is River James Wood, and I have with me my partner and my love, John Driggs.
Hey, y'all.
So I hear you have a confession for me.
I do. And it starts with a story, kind of.
Okay.
So, confession. I don't know. I'll have to make this a confession, but while you were in El Salvador, we watched a Modern Family episode where they find a picture of a naked, busty woman, like riding on a tractor or something.
Okay.
And so they think it's their little boy, Luke. And
How old is Luke for those who don't? Somewhere between 9 and 11, right? Or no, is he older in that?
Yeah, he's probably about that.
I haven't seen that one in a
It's the
really
first.
long
It was
time.
the first season, so yeah, he was little.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're like, "How do we address this?"
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, it ended up not being Luke. It was actually a coworker of Phil's that sent it to everyone, and so it was,
Wait, so did they inadvertently show it to Luke?
no, they didn't.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I paused the show and I just said, "Hey, kiddos, like it's totally normal to want to see naked bodies, like especially as you go through puberty, you'll have a sexual attraction and you just want to explore bodies." And so I said, "Don't ever feel bad or ashamed about that, but come to us and we'll give you sources because like it's a nightmare out there. You don't." Yeah.
The filth that they would encounter trying on their own.
Yeah. And so they really understood that and they're like, "Oh, yeah. Okay, cool."
Yeah, I love having that kind of openness with our kids.
Yeah.
That was not something that existed in my home. And I felt
No.
like I was going to hell every minute of every day.
I know. And so weird because it's like everyone, like that's a natural curiosity. And yet we make all of us feel bad about it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also we're just so disconnected from bodies and real images of bodies.
Yeah.
And
It's just the Hollywood plastic. And then it's like, yeah, we should see more representations of normal bodies.
yeah, absolutely.
And this idea that a woman can tempt,
No, absolutely not.
like women should be able to be walking around naked without being threatened. Like that's just, it's not on women.
Yeah. Well, and it's obvious to know that it's not on women when little girls in night dresses are being raped,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what someone is wearing.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, so I can maybe confess to my own relationship with porn.
Okay. Tell me all about it.
So I remember when I first started becoming curious about the body,
Mm-hmm.
I was into drawing. I had gotten into drawing. So in 5th grade, I went to a sleepover party with a bunch of the boys from my class. And I convinced everyone to go out that night and toilet paper our school.
Amazing. How many toilet paper rolls did you have?
I don't know.
Like hundreds?
No, because this was just what we could gather at his house with sneaking out without being caught. We're
Oh, yeah. You're in 5th grade.
5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah.
Huh.
And anyway, cops end up coming and they take us back to where we were staying. So needless to say, I was grounded. And so pretty early in my life, we had a unfinished basement and, I originally shared a room with my brother, but I wanted the independence. So I moved down to like a dark, scary back room in the unfinished basement,
Everything's just concrete back there.
Yeah.
And
pretty
dark
much,
and-
yeah. But no, that one room was sheetrocked for some reason and it had carpet. So I posted up in there. And while I was grounded, I ended up drawing a huge car on my wall.
The red car that we have on our wall now?
No,
Oh.
like directly onto the
directly
wall.
onto the wall.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. You were such a trooper, Mom. Good for you. But anyway, so around that time, my mom signed me up for art lessons, and I started drawing figures, particularly the women figures.
Mm.
So kind of creating my own porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember I drew this like fairy girl, and she had her legs and arms wrapped around a paintbrush, so it was like kind of provocative,
Mhm.
vlogging out her vagina.
Amazing.
Yeah. But I left it that drawing in my pocket
Oh no.
and put it in the wash.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so I was at school one day just like, oh no, Mom's going to find out. What is she going to think of me? Like,
Mhm.
just feeling the weight of that shame or guilt or whatever. And she never said anything. Actually, no, I hadn't started art classes. I was just doing this from little art books and just
Oh.
doing it on my own.
Okay.
But after that point, she didn't say anything. She signed me up for private art lessons.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
What a brilliant stroke of parenthood.
Yeah. Yeah. Good move. Good
Wow.
move, Mom. But it became pretty apparent to me, especially, in my later, as I moved into my 20s, and even late teens.
Well, when did you start looking at like real porn?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because when was the internet? When did we have porn on the internet?
I mean, as soon as the internet was there was. I'm not like that's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
first.
Yeah, it makes sense. I honestly can't remember. And for me, it was always like my search was always tasteful nudes.
I would go and look at the.
Oh, so it was probably search results and just pictures. That was probably my earliest porn experience.
Yeah.
Tasteful nudes.
I would go to the Sports Illustrated, sportsillustrated.com
This
to look at the swimsuit girls.
Nice.
But I wasn't gay. But
Of course. Not.
but I did really enjoy looking at all of the women in their bathing suits.
Queer.
That was one thing I was really confused about. And I think our culture is in general, is that women are just made to be sexy. Like
Yeah. They're attractive.
but we've also
like a flower.
done that to them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A men's world has said, you are my object. You have beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just thought everybody thought women were sexy because that's how women are portrayed. Like,
Sure.
I didn't know that there are other women who didn't find women attractive.
Sure.
I just thought that was the case.
Mm.
So, but sportsillustrated.com.
Nice. Yeah, I never had a distinction either. Like, people were just attractive or they weren't. It wasn't just like, I didn't understand either the boy or girl thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, beauty's just like there. Like, can't we all see it? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know when Pornhub came along, but I actually don't remember watching a lot of porn in high school or even I guess early 20s is probably when I did.
You were too busy throwing wild ragers at your house in high school.
And it's important to note that my sex drive has always been somewhat low.
Yes, that is important to note.
Yeah. But I dated someone who came out in the middle of our relationship as gay. And so we stayed together, though, for probably another 3 years.
Well, because she wasn't saying she's so gay that she's not into you.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was like, wait, I am.
I need to be with a woman.
Yeah, I
long
need to
term.
explore some women. And so, yeah, it kind of opened us up and she's like, didn't know if she was bi or gay. And then was like, wait, I think I'm gay.
Hmm.
Anyway, just, yeah, big exploration. So But
you guys had incredible sex.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, yeah. There's degrees and sometimes we're surprised, but that's why I'm open, right? I don't just say what my attraction is out in front of me.
Right.
I'll tell you when I see it, you know?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. But no.
So porn with her?
Actually, so
you opened up your relationship.
It actually came, so she came out after we actually watched a threesome with all women.
Oh.
And
so you guys watched porn together often or what?
Not often, but I don't know. Yeah, we tried it, or I don't know how that came up, but we watched that. And then the next day or so, it's like, I'm feeling things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool that she could come to you pretty immediately.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
And then you stayed together out of force of habit?
No, because it's just like we opened it up. Like,
oh, right.
You can go date, like, but we're living here. If you got a good setup, like,
yeah,
whatever,
Yeah.
So my relationship with porn, some of the earliest memories I have are just the pictures, tasteful nudes, and it was always I needed tasteful.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of lesbian stuff too. Girl. Guys I found a little just too aggressive. I liked soft and I liked...
Yeah.
Anyway, I got an account. I don't know when this was, if it was after my ex or during, or...
I thought you said it was
before.
During.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe it was during. But Nooble Films, which it's married couples, or it's couples that do the videos, and they are tasteful.
Yeah.
Rather than going through Pornhub, is just like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's like searching for a movie on Netflix.
Things.
But yeah.
Interesting. So what's your relationship with porn now? I mean,
so with you, we talked about it openly, and you expressed in discussing our open relationships, you thought porn is kind of the same thing because you're having a relationship in some way with this person.
Yeah.
And maybe you can describe your feelings better than I.
Well, I mean, if our thoughts are as powerful as we believe them to be, I think putting yourself in relation to this person, because you're imagining yourself pleasuring her. You're imagining you are doing those things.
Right.
And that's how you get off on porn, is if you put yourself in that position.
Right.
And so that's mentally and emotionally, I feel like that does something, and it does open up doors, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
And especially if there's like shame about it, or like you don't talk openly, it's just...
Yeah. Anyway, I said, well, okay. Yeah, I don't need to look at porn anymore. And you said, no, I don't want you to make that promise. And I just don't want you to tell me about it. That was how it was left. But I don't know, I can say that I don't really have much of a relationship with it. And it's interesting, I got the reflection from other guys. Just like, whoa, this is way less important to me than other guys. So like, a lot of people have come to me and asked me for support, or, just a lot of people use me as this ethical reflection.
Yeah, they do.
And most guys, it's like at least every day, but likely more.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
That's the reality. I mean, yeah, why do you think Pornhub is so big, or that porn was the first thing on the internet, like you said.
Yeah. I mean,
And in one of our earlier episodes, you talked about your sex drive. It's just that runs so deep. For man, like from an evolutionary standpoint, go spread that seed.
yeah. Yeah. Porn is such a hard thing for me. Just because the industry is so
Disgusting.
awful.
Ooh. Yeah. That's why if you do look at porn, like spend money on tasteful companies. Like, I don't know.
Nubile.
I don't know if they're still around and if it's still the same thing, but yeah, check out stuff like that where it's like, no, they have committed partners and they
Independently made, not under.
duress. So many creepy guys in porn videos on Pornhub.
I have a confession around porn.
Okay.
I'm deeply afraid that that I am on a porn site somewhere.
That's hard.
Because my ex sent videos, our personal videos of us having sex, to a complete stranger.
I'm sorry.
And that's what these people catfish for, things like that. Like, send me some nudes, send me some videos, and then they post them. It's for content.
Yeah, that's frightening.
Yeah.
Well,
And so many women I know actually face that same question mark.
Baser desires. Mindfulness.
Right. But and that the baser desires.
The natural man, the wicked.
Right. That puts a lot of shame in my body, that language. It's like, because I do have
We all do.
a big sex drive.
Right.
Like I have a rather, I would say higher sex drive than most women I know. And so when it's referred to as like baser desires.
Sure, I get that.
It's like, come on, like
This is just me.
Yeah, and I am equanimous about it. I'm not going around raping people to get my fill. I'm not unethical.
Exactly.
But I have...
It's in me.
It's in me. Like, I have a lot of sexual energy.
Right. I said that poorly. So cut out the baser, but yeah, it's just mindfulness. Such a crucial tool here for this deep desire within all of us, because so many mistakes in the human experience are made around this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wars fought over women.
Yeah. Families falling apart, children sexually abused, wives, women. Well, that was a pretty raw confession today.
Indeed.
Thanks for always being so raw with me. Until next time.
Until next time.